How to use the Gantt chart in ClickUp. Now, this video is going to be a complete step-by-step tutorial. So if you follow along, by the end of this video, you will be able to use the Gantt chart in ClickUp. Okay, so to do this, you first of all want to load up ClickUp right here and sign in to your account. Now, once you have signed in, guys, all we need to do is come over to this menu on the left-hand side and just go ahead and click into task. Now, you will be able to see this menu along the top. So from here, just click into the Gantt option, and that is going to load up the Gantt chart screen. Now you can see on the left hand side we have the list. We can pick this up or minimize this at any time, and you will be able to see all of the tasks underneath. So basically I already have 2 tasks, but if we go down and let's just create another task that says subscribe, and we can choose a list for this, of course. Let's add this to test, and all of the usual stuff that you would go about when creating a task, guys. So you can add a description in here, add any attachments, priority, dates, tags, template, dependencies, and watches. And on top of this, you can also go ahead and assign this to certain people. Now, once you have gone through and created that task, if we now tap create task up here, you will be able to see subscribe has now been created. So if we just go ahead and refresh this, you will be able to see that that task will now be added into here, just like that. Okay, so we can see that subscribe has showed up here. Now you can see we can choose the status. So if this is complete, you can see we already have a complete task. So we can choose the status. I'm going to leave this as to do. And then we can also choose the start date and the due date. Now you can either go here and select these manually, or the pretty cool thing about the Gantt is the fact that we basically have like a calendar right here in this big menu. Now you can either make this bigger or smaller depending on how big you would like this to be. What I like to do is just pretty much make this a reasonable size, and then what we can do is we can choose the date to set this to. So for example, if subscribe is going to be set today, so for example with this subscribe, what we can do is first of all we can move out this timescale to the daily/weekly, and you can see that this is going to zoom us out. We can go to the year and month and get an even more macro perspective, or we can zoom in to a really micro and see basically each hour of the day. So if we just go out to here, which is the monthly and the daily, which I honestly, guys, I prefer to use. You can see that this is today. So let's say that we want to schedule subscribe for the 17th of September. All we would have to do is click here to schedule the task. And you can see the start date and the end date have been corrected to here. Now we can go along, and if you want to move this, we can just move this up. So we now have a few more days to complete this task, and you can see that that has got bigger. And then on top of this, we can also go through and add a few more columns. So we can add like ID, updated, time tracked, assignees, which is what I really like to see. So you can change up or add any assignees in here. And there's a few more columns that you can basically play around with, like the priority that you can set. But basically, guys, that is how you can use the Gantt chart on ClickUp. Thank you for watching.